Look, buddy, I think I'm an artist, but I don't sign my masterpieces. So how are the cops going to know that I did those passports for Hesser, huh?
Because you're the best.
I'm the best because I'm invisible, and I'm going to stay that way. So thanks for the warning, and goodbye.
Look, caveman, you didn't have to butt in. I could have gotten him to talk.
The minute you opened your mouth, he was headed for the exit. You were in way over your head, and you got nowhere with him.
Jill, I'm so glad that you're here early. We've got a million things that we have to do. Antonio, hi. I haven't heard anything from Taya. I have no idea how anything went in Philadelphia. Did she call you? I don't know. Did her contacts fall through or something?
No. But she almost blew it before we could get Van Hinkle to talk.
We? You went to Philadelphia with Taya?
Nora, hear me out.
Before I throw you out, you're not supposed to get involved. I said Taya could go to Philadelphia and meet with that Van Hinkle character because there was nobody else to do it. You weren't supposed to get involved.
Look, I couldn't let her go alone, okay? She already thinks she knows everything. As it is, she almost blew the whole thing.
I don't care.
Well, I do.
Antonio, I know it's your life that's at stake here, but not all the decisions are yours to make. You're out on bail. If the police found out you went to Philadelphia, they could revoke your parole. What then?
Okay, fine. Look, I'm sorry, all right? I took a chance. But I won.
You won? You won. That's great. What did you win? What did this Van Hinkle have to say?
Look, I got Van Hinkle to admit he made passports for Hesser.
Passports, plural? Oh. Carlo was planning a getaway, then he had a rather complicated itinerary. I can use that.
Or he was planning on taking someone with him.
Oh. That could be true, too.
You know what? Even if it all comes to nothing, it was worth it to watch Dad eat humble pie before she ran back to New York.
Unlike you, I don't run.
There you go, Patrick. I don't think that's coffee anymore. I think it's pure sludge by now, which might be your cue to go home and get some rest.
Forget it.
I will let you know the second we hear anything about Todd's plane.
I'm not going anywhere until I find out where Margaret is. Why haven't you searched this quadrant in here?
I think you know as well as I do, we don't search for anything until first light.
It's been first light for hours. Now, where's that bloody plane?
They're out there. They're looking.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Commissioner. What? But...
Is there any news? Did they find the plane, Bo?
All right, it's all right. I'll let you know as soon as we know anything, Blair. Excuse me. Buchanan? All right, just give me a weather update, okay?
You shouldn't be here. Told you last night.
I know. To get some rest for the baby. Kept looking out at that snow and thinking about that plane falling out of the sky. I mean, God, why does it always have to be Todd? Why does it have to happen to him?
Now, one thing's perfectly clear. Even though you and Todd are waging a war of your little child star, you still care for the man, don't you?
No way, I'm not staying here. Figure out my next move.
Look, Marty, it's early, okay? Just go back to sleep.
Yeah, let's just say I'd rather die.
Tell you what, Marty. If nobody finds us, it could be your only choice.
I know you care about Todd.
Oh, come on, I could care less about Todd. The one I'm worried about is you.
Me?
Yeah, I mean, I know that you're worried about Marty, what you two have been through lately.
She'll be all right. She has to be. And I know you're hoping and praying the same for Todd.
If I pray anything for Todd, that would be that he disappeared forever.
Give me the coordinates again.
Star's father.
Okay, all right, got it.
Oh, what is it?
The plane? They found the plane?
Plane went down about 100 miles west of land.
Well, is it Todd's? You know?
Whoa! It crashed into a snowdrift. The plane is intact, which is a good sign. There's a chopper waiting to take me out to the site right now.
Better have room for one more.
Patrick?
2 more.
No, Blair, not in your condition.
No, look, I may be pregnant, but I'm not helpless. And you think I'm going to worry any less at waiting here?
I may worry more if you go.
I'll keep an eye on her. Come on.
Let me tell you something, folks. This is not a limo ride. We have severe weather conditions out there. Rough terrain. And besides that...
Oh, yeah, the worst is going to happen? Well, I've already been through that, Bo, and I got it all secondhand. Well, not this time.
This may go against your better judgment, but it means a lot to her. And I'll keep an eye on her, like I said. Let's go.
All right, okay. Doctor, here I'm supposed to weigh the facts and make the prognosis. Now, the temperature's dropped considerably since yesterday. We've got snow for water, and that'll give us a little more time, but without any food and no more heat.
Can't do anything about the heat. Even our trusty lantern's gone out, but... Well, we do have some food.
Oh, okay, technically.
Look, Marty, I was gonna eat it myself when you weren't looking, but here.
Well, it's frozen solid. That's great. Take all your aggression out on the chocolate.
Sure.
You take some. What are you doing?
Get under the tarp or cover up. I'm gonna get my circulation going.
Well,
Fine, but we'll alternate.
what?
As I could stop snowing. Maybe I should go look for the pilot.
Well, I know you're worried about the pilot, so am I, but here's a thermal blanket and a sleeping bag, food, water, even with a broken leg. If he doesn't move too much, he should be fine.
He's all alone.
All right, I'll go with you. I left my medical bag there.
Look, Marty, you said yourself yesterday there's nothing more you can do for the guy. I think the best thing for you to do is just stay here and hope somebody shows up.
Well, wait. Here. Take your gloves. If you need them more than I do, I'll stay inside. And if you don't find the plane, just come back. Don't be stupid.
Don't worry about that, Marty. Already died once. Gonna do that again.
I know that face, and I can guess the source. Your mom, right?
I told her not to call me. I told her not to call me, period. But she is so busy with her bankers that she wants me to go down to police headquarters and make Blair go home. To quote my mother, Todd Manning isn't worth a single tear.
Well, you know, I really hate to admit it, but for once in my life, I agree with Dorian.
Kevin, I can't go anywhere with this story. And Blair, I'm sorry, but Todd wasn't the only one on that plane.
No, Cass. I'm just as worried about Marty as everybody else, okay? But with any luck, she is safe and alive, chomping on Todd's flesh to survive. And if Blair is getting herself worked up about this with a baby on the way, then
Kevin,
you should...
she may be my cousin, but I cannot tell her what to think. I don't have that power over anyone. Do you?
Apparently not. Anyway, I'm just glad that it's not my story to cover.
Same here. So why don't we get back to the story that we are covering?
Okay.
The Carlo Hester murder.
You mean Antonio Vega's upcoming
Listen,
trial?
I know that the police have said that the case is closed. But ever since I spoke with Andy about her feelings that RJ is the key to this whole thing, I have been doing some digging of my own. And I do think that RJ had just as much of a motive to kill Carlo as did Antonio.
Yeah, motive, maybe. But what about means, Cass? What about opportunity?
Well, Kevin, that is what a good reporter is supposed to find out. So, if you'll excuse me, I am going to make an appointment right now to see RJ.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I really don't think that's a very good idea.
You know, after what happened with Van Hinkle in Philly, I thought you couldn't get back to New York fast enough.
Never mind that, Taya. You knew perfectly well that Antonio couldn't leave the county to go meet this Van Hinkle. Why did you allow that?
Nora, I'm not his babysitter. And besides, I was just doing you a favor, remember? And we got results.
We? And so, what, you came back to brag about it?
No. I came back because when I got back to New York, I remembered a case I had last year.
You had?
Well, the firm had. I assisted. Well, I helped with the defense. Look, the point is, we won by convincing the jury that our client was being framed.
And was he?
The bottom line is, we won.
No, the bottom line is, I am innocent, and I was framed.
Why don't you give Taya a chance? This case you worked on, what's the relevance to Antonio's case?
You tell me.
Oh, please, like, that's gonna help.
Well, you never know.
At least one of you can be objective.
You know what? Why are you doing this?
What do you care? As long as it helps you. Don't need any help from me? Oh, fine. Then I'll just take my file and go back to New York.
It's very interesting. It has a lot of similarities to Antonio's case. It's very good stuff. It's very good.
That's it. Sure. Why didn't I think of it sooner? That's why you came back to Lambview. You couldn't leave me thinking you weren't the dynamo you were trying so hard to make us believe you are.
Oh, is that something else you studied in prison? Amateur psychology.
Oh, as a matter of fact...
Antonio? Antonio, there's a whole stack of depositions on Jill's desk. I would love you to read them and then make some notes for me, please.
Look, if you're trying to get rid of me, why don't you just say so?
Why don't you go earn your keep, okay?
Your client doesn't make it easy. Let's just hope he doesn't kill his own chances, small as they are. I've seen guys like that go into the courtroom with that chip on their shoulder. It does not work out well. Believe me, the scenario is ugly.
I've actually been working on a scenario of my own. Care to hear it?
Okay, genius. How do I prove that RJ killed Carlo if I don't talk to him first?
If he's guilty, do you really think he's going to want to set up an interview with Lambview's second most tenacious reporter?
Second, huh?
Second.
Well, just for that one, I won't call him first. I think I will go over to RJ's and catch him off guard.
Now you're talking about... Wait. You see, that's a very, very good plan, except you're missing one vital element.
Yeah, really? And what would that be?
Me.
Oh, excuse me, Kevin, but I've handled tougher assignments than this one, okay?
Cassie, come here. I am not doubting your ability. I am simply saying that RJ has no reason to talk to you or to see you. Now, maybe if we go after him together.
Good reporter, bad reporter.
It's worked in the past. You turn on the charm, turn up the heat.
Or vice versa.
Thank you. My schedule's free right now. What do you say we hop on over to Club Indigo?
Okay, fine. Let's do it.
Do you?
Easy, Vince, look, I don't want you moving around until medevac gets here.
You said they were okay?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, bumps, scrapes. Otherwise, they were fine. Hey, Todd, he went one way, and then Dr. Saybrook went another. They were trying to find help. They didn't call in or anything, huh?
No. How long ago did they leave?
Oh, it was last night, right after the crash, not long after we went down.
God.
Yeah, Dr. Saybrook, she stabilized my leg, and then that's when they went out trying to find some help.
Was it snowing when they left?
Oh, yeah. And that's when I got a little worried when they didn't come back after a couple of hours. But I figured maybe they found shelter somewhere and just had to hole up.
Well, let's hope they did, because that wind out there will just bite right through you.
They could be lost. Worse.
Mike, look, get a hold of medevac. See if they want us to fire up a flare or something, mark our position.
Yes, sir.
Also, I want more search and rescue. We're gonna search a 5-mile radius at this point, all right?
Okay. I'm not waiting for no bloody rescue team.
Hey, Patrick, you're not gonna do Marty any favors if you go out and get yourself lost.
I can't wait here and do nothing.
Wait a minute. Take this, all right? If you find anything at all,
You'll be the first to know. Thank you.
Wait, I'm gonna go with you.
No.
Look, I dressed warm. I'm gonna be fine.
The wind is freezing out there.
I don't
Tell
care
me.
about the wind, all right? I don't want to stay here and worry. You think I'm crazy? To come on.
You said you were ready to walk away, let Todd live the rest of his life alone.
It's the thought of him dying alone. I couldn't stand it. Now, please, look, I'm going with you. Todd, did you find the plane?
I barely found my way back here. It's so cold now.
Oh, did you find anything? A farm or a road? Anything?
I don't know, I saw a road somewhere.
Great, great. That means we must be close to something.
I don't know where the road went.
Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll just follow it, and we'll find someone. Todd?
I couldn't take another step. It's so much time.
Here, that's just the cold, but you gotta fight it. Okay, you've got to keep moving.
Just gotta rest just for...
No, that's the hypothermia talking. You can't let that get to you. You gotta keep moving. Todd! Listen to me! You gotta keep moving. You gotta fight this. Todd, come on! Come on, if you... Stop moving, you're gonna die. Todd!
Stop me if you've heard this one before. Young woman, a few years out of law school, goes to work for a prestige firm. Very ambitious. She's got a lot of good ideas. She ends up carrying the senior partner's briefcase.
I thought this scenario was about Antonio.
Getting there. Then our young lawyer happens to stumble across a murder trial. Very interesting murder case that could end up in a very high-profile murder trial. A real career maker. So our young friends, she's very bright. She decides she doesn't want to latch onto a loser, so she keeps her distance until the lead attorney shows her stuff and makes it clear that she can win this case. At which point, the young heroine decides it might be a good idea to get involved. You with me so far?
What's your point?
My point is, you're every bit as smart as I say you are. Self-serving, but you're smart. You did the right thing coming back here, because I can win Antonio's case, and you know it. And I need some help, and you know that too. So you up for it?
Even if I were interested, I'd have to get a leave of absence. I have no intention of leaving New York or my firm.
Well, I happen to have gone to school with the head of your litigation department. As a matter of fact, I called him this morning. I ran the, sort of floated the idea by him, and he was all for it.
You know Alexander Battle?
Oh, honey. I headed up his study group on contracts, and he's headed up my study group on torts. In law school, we used to, finish each other's sentences.
How come you never said anything?
Good lawyer always keeps something in reserve. Didn't they teach you that in New York? So, you want to go back to New York and carry your senior partner's briefcase? Or do you want to take a chance on Antonio Vega?
Nora, here's those notes you want. What's up?
I don't know. That depends on Taya.
Okay. I'm in.
In what?
Well, if the client agrees, I'd like you to meet the new member of our team. Taya has agreed to work on the case.
No way. No way.
Hey! I told you nobody is allowed in RJ's room without his permission.
Well, then you'd better go get him.
Yeah, we don't mind waiting. Look, you can take your waiting outside. What's wrong with her?
Yes? Okay. Oh, boy, asthma.
Horrible.
Do you have your inhaler? Do you have the inhaler? She needs water. She's gonna need water, okay?
Water, but
Get her some water!
Mom!
Asthma?
It worked, didn't it? Come
Yeah.
on, let's look.
Bills. Nothing but bills and letters. And... Look at this. Look at this. It's from Brazil.
Well, what's the return address?
Banco de Rio, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Well, I don't care if you go to that. I told you nobody goes in there.
Okay?
You mind telling me what the hell you're doing in my office?
Todd! Come on, wake up! Don't think you're gonna get away with this one. Todd! Please, you gotta stay awake! Todd!
Margaret!
Oh my God! Please, found us, Todd!
Are you all right?
I'm okay. I'm just really cold.
Come on, come on.
Yeah, he didn't do anything to me. I mean, it was fun. Just, we need to get him to the hospital though, because he's hypothermic.
Listen, wait. We'll get a helicopter. We'll get both of you out of here. Okay. Come here, you're so cold.
I thought you'd never get here. Why do you do things like this? Why do you get yourself in these situations for her sake? Do you have to die to pay for your sins, huh?
Hi, Blair.
Hey. You're gonna be all right, Todd.
Yeah. Sure I am. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I have to show Bo where we are. Here,
Thank you.
give me the flare gun.
Blair, here. Put this over him. Okay.
What are you doing here, Blair?
For you, you big dummy.
Bo can't be too far off. He's gonna come get a helicopter and we'll get your friend here to the hospital. Don't worry.
How are your fingers?
My fingers, I think I left them outside. What about Vince? Anybody know anything?
Yeah, he's fine. We heard the helicopter when we're searching for you.
Patrick! Oh, great, you found it.
Well, listen, we gotta get him to the hospital. I think he's hypothermic and he's probably got frostbite. We gotta get him there now.
There's a chopper on the way, okay?
All right, let's get him out of here.
Here, it works, right? Come on, let me help you. Here. Come here.
Commissioner, yeah.
Here's the chopper.
Yeah, right, I heard it. Come on, let's move out.
Lean on me, come on.
Just a
stop meeting like this, Patrick.
No, let me guess. You came to ask me to make a contribution to the St. James potluck supper.
No, as a matter of fact...
This is about Carlo. You want to know what he was doing his last eventful days.
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact...
Well, why didn't you just call and make an appointment?
RJ, you're absolutely right. And, well, now that we're here, maybe you could tell us a little bit about what Carlo's mindset was like the days leading up before his death.
Oh, I don't know. There's nothing I can tell you that I haven't already told the cops. I mean, well, Carlo was on edge. He knew the law was closing in on him, and he was going to use the ball as a cover for his escape.
He told you that?
Well, we discussed many things. He trusted me as an associate and, well, as a friend.
And this turned out to be a very lucrative friendship.
Well, yes, I've done very well for myself since Carlo's demise. Then again, I would have done equally well had Carlo made good his escape. You see, there's only one man in town who would have benefited if Carlo died. And that's Antonio Vega.
Even if she's half as good as she thinks she is, she's still a rookie.
Who are you calling a rookie?
You need someone more experienced. She's gonna pull some grandstand play to impress the judge or the jury, and I'm gonna be the one that suffers for it.
At least I made it through law school without going to jail. Look, fine, I don't need this case. I'm gonna go back to New York.
Taya, time out.
What for? So Mr. Macho can vent some more?
Mr. Macho isn't easy, but you need him as much as he needs you.
I don't need him.
Antonio? You are my client, and I am not going to place somebody on this case that you don't accept. But regardless of your feelings about Taya, she's smart. She's got good instincts. And if you want to talk about money, her firm has donated her services, so that's one less thing you have to raise cash for.
Yeah, well, I'd rather pay for a real lawyer.
She is a real lawyer, and she's hungry, and let's face it, she's Latina. And that could be very helpful when we're trying to get an ethnic mix on the jury.
Listen, I'm not a token. I never have been,
You want to live in a perfect world and get that manicure dirty and make it perfect. And you can get another case. Not as good, not as soon. So if you excuse me, I have a few phone calls to make, and since it's evident the two of you won't be leaving, I'll go make it at Jill's desk. Why don't the two of you discuss this issue, work something out together, and don't touch anything.
The blast! So? You think this can work for me?
Stranger things have happened.
Then you agree with me. I was set up.
I didn't say that. I said we could make a case for it.
Just lie then, huh? Let me ask you a question. Is there anything you wouldn't do to climb the ladder?
If there is, I haven't found it yet. Unlike you, I don't think it's so great to stay at the bottom.
No, that has nothing to do with it. I just wouldn't sacrifice my integrity in search of the American dream.
Look, I know where I come from, and I'm proud of it. But I'm also proud of what I've done. Can you say the same?
Okay, look, I've made some mistakes. Big ones. But I'm trying to leave that part of my life behind me.
You're trying to make something of yourself, something new.
Yeah. Only this time, it's not about myself. There's my mother, there's my brother, not to mention my friends in Angel Square, and I won't let them down.
Then let me ask you something. Why is it okay for you to reinvent yourself, but when I do it, I'm selling out? Huh? You're not the only one who cares about family, okay? I see Abuelita lighting her candle in church every Sunday. I want to make my grandmother happy. Unless, of course, you are too stubborn, too proud, too you to let Jose's little kid sister help you out.
You know what, Thea? I do respect your feelings for Abuelita. I don't have a problem with who You were. My complaint is this empty power suit you've become.
Oh, look. No blood on the floor. That's a good sign, I think. Have the two of you come to an agreement?
RJ would never make an appointment with Landview's second most tenacious reporter. Oh, no. We had to surprise him. We had to play good reporter, bad reporter.
You know, you're right, Alice. You're regular right. Go ahead, laugh. I will have the last laugh.
Oh, come on, Kevin, admit it. We did not have to sneak into RJ's office. He was all too willing to talk.
Yeah. Doesn't that tell you something?
Yeah, it tells me he probably has nothing to hide.
Really? Wouldn't it tell you that maybe he's smart enough just to cooperate? Or at least give us the impression that he's cooperating? Cass, think about it. Even if RJ didn't kill Carlo, he still had his hands in every single dirty deal in Carlo Hazard's portfolio. And now, all of a sudden, out of the blue, he wants to talk about it. On the record. But reporters from the Banner.
All right, if you put it like that, then... Yeah, it was too easy. All right. He probably gave us a whole bunch of disinformation.
Yeah, probably.
So why are you typing the notes into your computer? The trip was a total waste of time.
No. Not necessarily. What about that letter that we found on RJ's desk? The one from Banco de Rio.
Yeah, RJ just kind of slipped it into his pocket, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And you know, if memory serves me correctly, Brazil is an awfully long way to go for deposits and withdrawals. I don't know. Something tells me that that letter would be a very interesting read.
Yeah. Something tells me you're right. So do you know what we have to do?
Yeah. We gotta get our hands on that letter.
Right. That was my point exactly. So how are we going to do that?
Brian Ross reports. Primetime, ABC Wednesday.
I'm a professional. And as I'm sure you know, Nora, you don't have to like your client, admire him, or even want to be in the same room with him. But since you've gotten the senior partner of my firm to agree...
Rule 1 in law school, Taya. Brevity is best.
In terms of my career and letting the old boy network in New York know I'm a player, I am willing to work on the case.
It's quite a testimonial. Thank you. And what does the client have to say?
No. I could only afford to pay for one really top-notch lawyer. That's Nora. But since she's free and all, I guess I can deal with it.
I take that as a yes.
Listen, if he doesn't want me to work on the case...
It's not about what I want or what you want. Come on, damn, man. My family is going to be dragged through hell because of this trial. They want to see someone familiar sitting with me in that courtroom.
Yeah.
And that someone is you.
Okay, well, I don't think we need to discuss this any further. Great. Well, why don't we get down to work because we have a lot of work to do. Now, jury selection starts next week.
Oh, that's too soon. File for a continuance.
Why don't we see how things shape up, all right? Antonio wants to clear his name. He's got his family to consider, and he wants to get on with his life.
Yeah, by losing because he let them rush his
That's
trial?
what I'm talking about.
I will not hear that word losing. You are on the winning team now. Do you understand? Thank you. Do you have a place to stay here in Landview? Because if you don't, Jill can certainly arrange that for you. And once you've unpacked, I have a whole mess of files that you can read. Jill! Jill! She must be at the coffee machine. I'll go and get that list for you. In the meantime, please don't touch anything.
You know, if it means anything to you, I am innocent.
The only thing that means anything to me is Nora's favorite word. Winning.
Oh, Dr. Bennett, hi. I'm so glad you're here.
We got all your info over the phone. We can move him right into treatment.
Somebody just get me a drink.
Listen, I think he's got frostbite and he's probably hypothermic.
Okay, get him set up with the nurse in there while I check out Dr. Saybrook.
No, I'm fine. Take care of him. I'll have someone examine me later.
I love happy endings. I'm gonna go call Nora. Tell her I'm okay.
I love you so much. And I thought that I might never see you again.
Well, that's something you don't have to worry about. Blizzard or no blizzard, we'll always be together.
I better go tell the doctor exactly what happened.
Are you all right?
Yeah. Tired. Confused.
Yeah. Bo was right. Shouldn't let you come out there with a baby.
Oh, like you could have stopped me? The thought of Todd. It's like all those old feelings washed over me. Thought of living without him again.
Wait, what? Isn't that what a custody battle is all about, to never see Todd's face again?
I told you I was confused. Look, I can't explain it.
I'm not asking you to explain.
It's not like you're a total stranger, you know. This baby I'm carrying inside me.
I know. Right, that's exactly it. I don't like Todd, and I don't want him anywhere near our baby.
I know. That's why I really need to think long and hard before I close that door on Todd forever.
You getting all this, Briggs? Good. Well, the headline should read, "Alive. Publisher is a hero." And then underneath it, I want you to run a photo of me in the hospital. And then I want you to, hold on a second, I want you to get a picture of the kid, the one that I flew to Boston and have his kidney saved. I want you to run a picture of him. Hold on a second. Then I want you to send a reporter and a photographer over here to do follow-up for tomorrow's edition. I want you to milk this, Briggs. I want you to milk it for everything. Hey.
Cooperate with the doctor, please.
Yeah, well, real doctor over here, he says I'm going to be fine.
Oh, you know, I happen to be a real doctor, too.
Oh, yeah, you got a second opinion?
I'm sure your hand will make it, but the rest of you...
Oh, you're right. My cold, cold heart. It got colder.
I did notice the way you talked about Blair when you thought you might not make it, and I saw the way she looked at you when she came in and thought you might be dead.
Yeah. Well, the cold makes people stupid.
I can't even begin to understand what's going on between you and Blair, and I really don't care to. But maybe, just maybe, if you stopped these weird games for just a second and told her what you really feel, you might have a chance.
A chance of what?
You think about it.